Hello people, in this video I'm going to be talking about a range of cells and functions. So let's begin with a range of cells. We already know that if we have a value here, example hello, and if we type the name of this cell, that is A1, we are going to get the value from that cell in the cell that we write this. But there is also something else that we can do, that is choose a range of cells instead of choosing only one. There are two ways to do that. You can write it manually, or you can select it like you select this cell. Like if I click now on A1, I'm going to select this cell and it's going to give me the name like this. So, or I can just write it myself with the keyboard. The same two ways, we can apply them to selecting a range of cells. Let's first have a couple of more cells. Let's actually put numbers here, something like that. Let's copy this down. So sometimes we will want to use all of these numbers together. The 1, the 2, the 3, we want to use them, all of them. Instead of typing them manually one by one, what we can do is have a range of cells which have all these values inside. So one of the ways that you can choose a range of cells is clicking and dragging. So if you click and drag here, you can see that it writes A1, 2 points, A11, which is all the cells that I selected here. And if I press enter, you're going to see that this is not only one cell, it's all the cells that I selected from A1 to A11. The same, for example, if I chose B11. Yeah, right now I have all of these cells are part of this range of cells. So that is something really useful, especially when we are working with functions that normally use ranges as parameters. So let's actually go into functions right now. So in Excel, as we already said in class, we have a lot of functions. Functions that make operations, functions that count, functions that calculate with logical values. And to use them, all we have to do is, okay, start with the equal sign, because we are going to be making an operation. Then we need to write the name of the function. Probably you have this in Spanish, but doesn't matter the language. You can just check out the name of the functions online. One of the functions that Excel has is sum, a function that you're going to give some values to it, and it's going to add those values together and give you the result. After you type the name of the function, all you have to do is open parentheses to then start writing the numbers that you want to add. For example, 5 and 10. So if I want to add a new value now, besides the 5, I need to use a semicolon. Semicolons are used to separate parameters in every function. So if your function has more than one parameter, you must use a semicolon to separate them. So 5 and 10, we close parentheses to say that the function is, we are not going to add any other parameter, and we press enter, so we get the result of 10 plus 5. Let's say we want to add, obviously we can add cell reference as well, like so. 1 plus 2 is 3. But let's say we want to add all of these values here, the 1, the 2, the 3, 4, 5, etc. It's not really efficient to start choosing the numbers like this. You see, it's taking me a lot of time, and there are only like 11 numbers. So do not do this, okay? Do not do this. This is not efficient at all. But just now I showed you a way where you can choose many cells at the same time all together, like one range, a range of cells. And that is something we can put here. As you can see, the definition of the sum, it says adds all the numbers in a range of cells. So what we are doing by making this like range of cells, like using A1 semicolon A2 semicolon A3, is basically creating a range of cells from A1 to A3 in this case. But if we know that all the cells are together, like from A1 to A11, all of them that are in the middle of those, we can just click and drag here and use the range that we used before. Like that is going to make the addition of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, etc. So that is how we use a range of cells inside functions. I hope you find this video useful, and I will see you in class. Bye.